I am live right now, and the topic of this live stream is called Employment Complications During My Rescue Operations While Attempting to Rescue Venezuelans, Argentinians, Colombians, Mexicans, all the Spanishans down in South American. So I'm working on this shit. I'm working round the clock, right? But this week, I encountered a doofus trooper. She's female. She's black. And let me see. It was some weird shit. This was going on. So she got mad because I called base. Well, hang on. We work together to pick up students. She's a cab driver. I'm the attendant. And all it is picking up students. Simple, right? It should be simple. It should sound simple. And I did this shit before. I was a school bus driver, so I'm just not driving the fucking bus, but it's on a cab, and it's weird the way the business arrangement is set up. But this black lady lost her fucking mind when I called dispatch because she was running late. It's my job, right? I put the money in my fucking pocket. So she's running late. And I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? Let me check. So she ain't answering my call. And then I called dispatch. This was 2 weeks ago, not last week. No, it was last week, yeah. So we at May 8th right now. And it was last Thursday or Friday. I don't fucking know. I got it written down somewhere. But she starts tripping. Like, why the fuck did you call? Why the hell did you call the dispatch on me? She's like, that's like calling the boss. That's like snitching. And I'm like, yo, chill. It's my job. It's part of my job. So I'm doing my job, doing my thing. Oh, shit. Hello, whoever that was. I just noticed somebody. So this is a documentary situation. What's up, dude? What's up? This is a documentary situation. I'm doing rescue operations. I'm smart as hell. I know how to fix all the banks. I could get rid of poverty and inflation, but I'm struggling right now with a situation. So I'm explaining it to the Venezuelans. So, well, everybody in South America, I'm explaining it to them. So, what's your view over in India? Oh, I'm gonna get on that, but this ain't for that right now. I gotta get this out the way before I lose track. So, this is a retaliation situation, and yeah. So I went back to base. Oh, that's right. So the snitching, the so-called snitching that happened last week. So Monday came around, which is today. No, not today, but earlier this week. And my seat in my cab, damn it. The seat in my cab is wet. And we work together. So I'm like, why the fuck would she like wipe the seats down right now? Like, we gotta go do this stuff. So pick up the kids. So my seat was wet, and I'm like, this is about to be a bad day. So after we did the run, I had to get dropped off. So she picks me up in the morning and drops me off. So she dropped me off like somewhere where it became more complicated for me to for me to get back home. So she's trying to make my life difficult as a cab driver. So me being a EMT, trying to rescue people down in South America, that's like obstructing a first responder. So the purpose of this is Her name is Sheila Sally. And when all of the hyperinflation gets fixed down in South America, the government down there needs to put her on a do not show up to our country list because she caused damages to me. And it's like, I'm struggling. A lot of people are struggling. So now I lost like what? 3.5 days worth of work and money out of my pocket. So I didn't get paid yet. So I got to figure this out because the arrangement is weird. So, she caused damages to me while I'm rescuing y'all. So you guys need to basically put her on a block list in your countries if she tries to go on vacation over there when we fix the whole world. The reason why is people not gonna like her because she caused harm to me and I'm your savior. I'm your rescue tech. I'm your rescue guy. And yeah, it's like a really jacked up situation. So I got to figure out this whole, this payment thing with these contracted bus attendants and cab drivers down in South America. Do not sign up for that, yo. They're doing it wrong. The proper way to do it is to have me, the bus attendant, always report to the district because it's a conflict of interest at this cab company. Because the cab company, it's like they're more closer to the cab drivers because that's their business. They're in the business of that. So then the bus attendants, they don't really like hold them at that high level. So when the cab drivers, they don't do things properly. So I, as a bus attendant, need authority over those cab drivers because when I showed up to this company, I got verbally reprimanded because I requested training for how to strap in wheelchairs into the cabs because some of these cabs are wheelchairs. Because I noticed one of the cab drivers, they didn't strap the kid in properly. So I'm like, yo, this guy don't know what the hell he's doing. Like, they got to show me how to strap down these kids in these cabs because the belt arrangement is different than a normal car, you know? So I went back to base. They was like, oh, you don't need to receive training on that. Why do you need that? You don't need it. So I'm like, but when I went for training as a bus attendant down at the school district, they're like telling you got to report child endangerment and all this good stuff and you're legally this and legally bound. But now there's a conflict of interest because the cab company doesn't want to train you. So now if you don't know how those belts work, what happens is you don't have no knowledge and it's like you're looking stupid if you end up in a legal situation with the court system and that kid goes to like a trial with his parents or something. You're looking dumb as a bus attendant. And this is wrong, what this whole contract situation between the school bus district, the cab company, the cab drivers, and the bus attendants. It's like a wrong setup for the bus attendant. So the bus attendant could get in a lot of trouble in the event there's an accident. And it's like they like try to like move themselves away from liability with all these agreements and stuff, right? So it's like we are not responsible for the bus attendants and the cab driver. So that's the cab company's agreement. So that's a bizarre conflict of interest, but it's not. It's like the conflict of interest is to protect yourself from liability because it's like a conflict of interest is like, let's say I go work for another cab company and I'm trying to steal customers from the cab company. But this is a weird situation and it don't feel right. It feels illegal, yo. And the proper way to set it up is for me. Let's say I was a nurse or something going with a kid. This needs to be an independent agency with the bus attendants, like completely different, because then it's like you're just like showing up. The cab company picks you up, but you don't get reprimanded by the cab company or the cab driver, because it's just bizarre. So that was flaw number one. They didn't want to give me training on the seatbelts. And flaw number two is I didn't go to an orientation. So the supervisor, he kept on like trying to use authority, supervising authority, to like, I guess, show that he knows his job. And I don't think he knows his fucking job. Like how a proper company should operate. Because I went down to the school district for my training, and at the end of the training, they said, you guys need to go out to your companies and like learn their system, because all the systems are different, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. So you go back to the cab company, they're like, why don't you know anything? Didn't you get the training down at the school district? And it's like, motherfuckers got me looking stupid. Like, and they were supposed to have an orientation system. They have to have policies and procedures on how I'm supposed to interact with their cab drivers, because during the first half of the year, they told me that it's my job to communicate between the parents and the one-on-ones, right? So the cab driver comes in and she tells me, oh, we got extra runs. So I'm like, oh shit, we're going to be extra late for the last pickup. And they've been like complaining because the cab company was like late as hell, like for the past, well, two or three times recently, right? In the recent past. So I'm like, oh shit, we're going to be late again for them. So I gave the people a heads up, the one-on-ones, part of my job, right? Hey, listen, we're going to be late. We're going to arrive at like 4:20. We got some new add-ons. So dispatch calls her, and then she starts tripping, like going psychotic. Like, oh, that ain't your job to call them. It don't work like that. You don't do this. And I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers is crazy, yo. So she basically dropped me off at a different location. The supervisor saying if she picks me up at my house, she got to drop me off at my house. So now she dropped me off at some different location, but then there's another location that would have been better, because the bus at this location, over time, she learned that the bus don't run properly because there's a bridge out on the route. So it takes me a long time to like get back and forth to my house. So she dropped me off at that bridge, the bus route, instead of the other one that's faster, because she was being spiteful. So it's like a retaliation, because she thought I snitched on her or some shit. So she's a fucking psychopath, and she's a dangerous person to work with because she's ignorant and disgusting. And basically that's about it for this specific sector of the economy. And Venezuela, do not set y'all school district up and school transportation like this system. Like, it's horseshit. So I'm gonna like hook y'all up. I'm gonna fix y'all banks. I'm gonna fix y'all tax, the government revenue system. Everything is brand new. Let me see. So I'm gonna put in some applications. I'm gonna give me some money in my pocket. I'm gonna get a new job just in case. Put in applications, because these people, they tripping, yo. So I'm not sure if I'm getting a check for this week, because I didn't work all week because they was trying to find me a route, quote unquote. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so that's all I got. Over, out.